Peace, this your host Selah-Shalom. And the topic of discussion today is called We Are Mineralites. Now I've been off the scene for a minute. I've been healing a lot of people in the community, addressing them with these herbs that I make and sell. And I wanted to address this specific topic, We Are Mineralites, because a lot of people have a misunderstanding about nutritional health. Now when I talk to a lot of people, they talk about protein, vitamins, things of that nature. And I have to explain to them that these things do not exist in the biochemistry of the human body, because we are mineralites. The body is made of minerals. That's an undeniable fact. So if you can't show the mineral value, then it's a philosophy. It doesn't exist in real terms. So when somebody says your body needs protein, that person really don't know what they're talking about. For first, because protein is not a mineral. And if it's not a mineral, you cannot administer something that is not found in the body. See, protein is not something that you can find on the periodic table of elements. Protein doesn't have electrons. It doesn't have protons. It doesn't exist. It's a theory. It's a name to describe a certain molecular structure. Likewise with vitamins, vitamin A through Z, A, B, C, all the vitamins, all those are false because vitamin is not a mineral. You can't see vitamins on the periodic table of elements. They don't exist. So this is why I have to correct people on understanding the nutritional value of being a mineralite. Because if you don't know what mineral is lacking in your body, what mineral is deficient in your body, then you cannot address that problem correctly. For example, if you are a person who gets sick a lot, have a weak immune system, that means your iron is low. You are a deficiency in iron. Your iron count will show that this person is getting sick because he's low in iron. So we can find iron on the periodic table of elements, and you would need iron to give your immune system its boost. Now that iron can be expressed in two forms, inorganic iron and organic iron, or non-electrical iron or electrical iron. Non-electrical iron or inorganic iron is the rock that you pick up off the ground. And what the doctors do in the pharmaceutical world is that they take this rock and they bust it to a powder, compact it, and give it to you as a pill. And then you take this pill and digest it, and then that's how they tell you get your iron. But that's inconsistent, because that iron that they gave you has not been electrical. It's not electrical. It hasn't been converted to be electrical. So that rock you just took, or that iron pill you just took, is just wasted debris in your bloodstream. Once it breaks down and gets to your blood, it becomes debris in the blood, which creates blood clot and slows the blood flow. And in your intestines, it creates constipational strains on your intestines. Now, if you take iron from the organic, the electrical form, which is only expressed by a plant, that's it. So if you're looking for proper iron, you got to get it through the plant, whether it be the leaf, the stalk, or the root. That's how you got to get your iron. So what nature does is takes that iron rock, and the plants that grow over that iron rock is converted and liquefied through the process that nature does, taking this inorganic rock, converting it through the plant, through the roots, through the stalk, through the leaves, and now this plant, which has iron trace, is now deemed electrical. And now when you take this root, stalk, or leaf into the bloodstream or into your body, it assimilates how it's supposed to. It's digestible for your body, and it'll start repairing the areas that it needs to repair, the areas that the mineral is deficient in this case being iron, in return your immune system. So if you get iron that is strong, if you have iron-based plants, you will see quick results. You will see how it'll work. And there's no side effects. Nature doesn't give you side effects. The only thing that gives you side effects is what man makes chemically, based off putting chemicals together, compacting it, and then giving it to you, prescribing it, saying this will help you. And in return, it's actually poisoning you. Because if it's non-electrical, it's not good for your body because you are an electrical being. Your body, your life force is based off an electrical spark. And that electrical spark is based off of carbon and copper. Those two create friction and produce electricity. And these things you can find on the periodic table of elements. But you can't find a protein on the periodic table of elements. So anybody talking about your body needs protein, they don't know what they're talking about. Or people may ask me, well, what do you do for protein? And I tell them protein doesn't exist. It's a theory. It's a philosophy. That's it. But what they ascribe to protein, if you're deficient, your calcium, your bones, your muscles, your bones, your cartilage, those three things right there is what they prescribe for your protein. Or they try to solidify protein, what builds up those three areas. But the minerals that do these things are calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. These three minerals build up your bones, muscles, and cartilage. And that can be expressed on the periodic table of elements. So if somebody says, well, what do you do for arthritis, or what happens if a person has arthritis? Well, their body needs calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium to strengthen those minerals in their body. And the only way to get that is through the same way, through the plant, through the stalk, through the root. Seaweed, a lot of seaweeds is high in a lot of calcium, iron, phosphorus, like sea moss and Irish moss. Those things are high in magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, iodine. Those will build up your muscles. While you have herbs like yellow dock, burdock, and sarsaparilla. Those are iron-based herbs that will build up your immune system. So if you have a strong immune system and strong calcium, magnesium, phosphorus base off your food and diet, you would never get sick. You would always be healthy. Like, I really get sick. I don't get sick, you know, because I stay drinking these things and my body stay flushed, even if I'm not eating my best meals. Or I may fast and I may break my fast and eat wild. I don't eat meat, so I don't eat fish, I don't eat no meats. But I still have my areas where I'm weakened, like everybody else do. So we are Mineralites at the end of the day. Nobody can dispute that. They say we Israelites, we Hamites, we Shemites, we this, we that. But those things could be argued and disputed because a lot of those deal with belief, philosophy, and tradition, oral tradition that can't be proven because the history of a lot of oral tradition has been wiped away. And it's become memory and it becomes legends and then it become myth because the evidence is scarce. But being a Mineralite is undeniable. Your skin, carbon, your bones, calcium, your blood is iron. See that? All these are minerals that can be found on a periodic table of elements. So at the end of the day, every human being on the planet is a Mineralite, regardless of your race, creed, or color. Europeans or Caucasians are pale skinned because they have a low count of carbon in their body. Africans or dark-skinned people are dark because they have a high concentration of carbon. That's it. That's it. That's how nature designed it. So at the end of the day, we are Mineralites. And yeah, I've been healing a lot of people in the community. They've been seeing a lot of results. I'm going to bring to you a video testimony of these people soon. That's probably be the next video I'll do, showing you the testimonies of the people who I've been treating to show you that I can validate what I'm saying. I'm not just talking out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And in the next video, I'll show you the products that I have and I sell, along with the testimonies of the people who's purchasing the products and seeing their results. All right? So with that, I'd like to say peace and blessings. Shalom.